This is Antarctica, which has remained inaccessible and a great mystery for humans for centuries. Whether it's the blood falls, mysterious animals, underground lakes, or cities buried under ice, there are many myths and mysteries about Antarctica that remain unsolved to this day. Antarctica is the only continent in the world where no human resides, because temperatures here drop to as low as -90 degrees Celsius. Additionally, snowstorms with speeds of up to 300 kilometers per hour occur here. Similarly, Antarctica is also the driest continent in the world. It's so dry that you may be surprised to learn it's considered a desert, receiving only 51 millimeters of rainfall annually. Despite these extreme conditions, many countries have been trying to claim control over Antarctica for the past several hundred years. Look at this map of Antarctica. This part is claimed by France, this part by Norway, and Australia claims the entire right side. Similarly, Britain, Chile, Argentina, and New Zealand also claim certain portions of Antarctica. But why is this the case? What lies beneath these layers of ice that makes the world's superpowers want to control it? Today, we will solve some of Antarctica's mysteries and investigate who actually discovered Antarctica. Lastly, we will explore what secrets lie beneath this ice that the superpowers know, compelling them to seek control over it. Who discovered Antarctica? That depends on whom you ask. The British claim they discovered it, while the Russians argue they were the first to set foot there. However, mentions of Antarctica date back thousands of years to the Greek philosopher Aristotle, who suggested that the Earth is round and that the North and South poles are mirror images. In 2021, a study published by the Royal Society of New Zealand stated that the Maori people, living in Polynesian islands near Australia, might have been the first humans to reach Antarctica in the 7th century. Their ancient stories mention a frozen continent on the southern side of the Earth. In recorded history, British officer James Cook was the first European to cross the Antarctic Circle and come near Antarctica. However, he stopped 130 kilometers away because he didn't see Antarctica, but spotted icebergs and encountered rough seas that made further travel perilous. Cook declared that reaching this southern continent was so dangerous that no human might ever do it. After Captain Cook, many tried to discover Antarctica, but failed. By the 19th century, competition among countries for economic dominance had begun. Resources and new trade routes were being discovered, industries were emerging, and every country wanted to become a superpower. This led to a surge in explorations. In 1819, the Russian Empire tasked explorer Fabian von Bellingshausen with circumnavigating the globe and discovering new countries and continents. In 1820, Fabian proved Captain Cook wrong by reaching the Southern Ocean and closely observing Antarctica. Although he didn't set foot on the continent, he's considered the first person in modern history to have seen Antarctica. Between 1900 and 1920, many explorers ventured toward Antarctica. British explorer Robert Falcon Scott landed on Antarctica in 1911 with his team and traveled approximately 400 miles inland. However, due to bad weather and hunger, they were forced to return. Sadly, their return journey proved disastrous, and Scott and his team perished in the harsh cold and snowstorms. After World War I, many countries sent teams to claim this continent. In 1939, under Hitler's orders, the German Air Force dropped Nazi flags in Antarctica to assert control. Post-World War II, several countries established research stations in Antarctica, leading to mysterious discoveries. The first major discovery was that Antarctica wasn't always covered in ice, but was once home to dense forests. According to scientists from Imperial College London, fossilized wood was found, suggesting that 90 million years ago, Antarctica was a warm continent with lush forests. Fossils of insects found here further confirm this. Another significant discovery revealed that beneath Antarctica's 3-kilometer thick ice sheet lie 400 lakes, with their own unique ecosystems, home to sea creatures like large spiders and transparent jellyfish that are found nowhere else in the world. Additionally, the Blood Falls in McMurdo Valley puzzled explorers for years. Recent research has shown that the water from this fall comes from a highly salty lake buried under hundreds of feet of ice. The water's red color is due to high iron content that oxidizes upon exposure to oxygen and sunlight, giving it a rust-like appearance. One of the biggest mysteries is whether an ancient civilization lies beneath Antarctica's ice. Some claim to have spotted alien spacecraft here. In 2016, unusual activities were recorded in Antarctica on Google Earth. While conspiracy theorists suggest these are UFOs, political experts believe they are secret air operations by countries like the US. This brings us to Antarctica's hidden political front. While the world is embroiled in other geopolitical issues, countries like the US, China, and the Soviet Union have aggressively sent expeditions to Antarctica. China has established multiple research stations there. According to the 1961 Antarctic Treaty, any country can conduct scientific investigations in Antarctica, provided the results are shared globally. In 1992, a U.S. geological survey revealed that Antarctica has 500 billion barrels of natural gas and oil reserves. However, countries like China are less interested in these resources and more focused on rare earth minerals like osmium, terbium, and dysprosium discovered here. These minerals are crucial for powering electronic devices, making them even more valuable than oil and gas. With the world shifting towards electric cars and ion batteries, controlling these resources has become a race among superpowers. Lastly, the Southern Ocean is one of the most dangerous seas in the world. It controls the Earth's climate and water supply by connecting the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. Scientists say the Southern Ocean absorbs 15% of the world's carbon emissions. With global warming melting the ice, treasures buried for centuries are emerging, and these seas, once considered inaccessible, are becoming important trade routes. Studies in Antarctica are ongoing, and who knows what more mysteries might be uncovered in the future. These are all the sources we consulted for this video. If you enjoy such topics, let us know in the comments below. See you in the next video with another fascinating topic. Take care and goodbye.